Happy Monday to you. It's JT again. Appreciate you guys tuning in to another edition of Taylor Tips. And this morning I want to speak in regards to the fact that woven into the fabric of all of our lives, in our very being, is this innate desire to do something truly special with our lives, something that truly matters, living out a life of significance. And in order to do that, it simply means this. The way that we're wired and living on this side of eternity right now, in order to live a life that truly matters, it means being of great value to many people. Point blank, period. There's no other way around that. And so, speaking on those terms, I just want to share a couple of tips that I think can encourage you forward this morning in regards to taking advantage of the opportunities that we all have, which are many, right? It's not like we have a select few opportunities to be in the business of blessing others. But in order to do that, guess what? We have to be open for business. Well, 3 things that I think can help you stay open for business. And they're simple because I'm not very smart. You know that. They all start with an A, so I think it'll be easy to remember. Number 1 is to be taking action. Number 2 is to have an anticipatory mindset. And then number 3 is is to make yourself readily available. And so with that being said, just to expound on it briefly for the sake of time, I don't want to take up too much time today. But in order to take action, I think sometimes we wait until the entire plan is unfolded, and that's usually not how it works out. We don't have to see the whole staircase in order to take the first step, and rarely do we know every single thing that we're supposed to do, and we don't know how everything is going to turn out. But more so than not, we have to remember that it's important to do what you can with what you have where you're at. And in order to do that, you got to be consistently taking action, right? Number 2, when I think about having an anticipatory mindset, I think about the athletic stance that I was taught as an athlete when I was younger, on the football field, that middle linebacker being on the balls of his feet, ready to make a play and take on that first blocker, that fullback at the line of scrimmage, the basketball player who's in a triple threat stance, ready to dribble, pass, or shoot, or maybe help side defense, the volleyball player that's ready to dig the first ball in order to keep the ball in play for the next pass, which is the set, right? For the spike. I think about the shortstop who's ready to field that ground ball, okay? Everyone has to be on the balls of their feet in an athletic stance, ready to make a play. We have to be anticipating things happening and ready to make a play when the play is there, right? And then thirdly, make yourself available. And what I mean by making yourself available is that oftentimes taking advantage of opportunities to be of service to other people, to be a blessing to other people, means doing things that you didn't plan on doing. I will admit, in my early 20s and through the majority of my 20s, although I had this desire to grow, I had this desire to help others, really inherently the condition of my heart was I was tuned into a radio station called W.I.I.F.M, What's in It for Me. And if we really want to help other people, we got to get out of that mindset of what's in it for me. And we really have to be available when an opportunity presents itself so that we can do the things that are placed in front of us in order for the next door to be open, right? So those 3 things. Number 1, take action on a regular basis. Number 2, make sure that you're in an anticipatory mindset. And then number 3, make sure that you're making yourself available, okay? Get away from this selfishness. And remember, it's all a process. It's all a process. My pastor reminded me yesterday that anything worth doing, anything of great value, anything that truly moves the hearts of people is rarely ever going to be easy. It's a process. So embrace the process. Know that it's a journey. Fall in love with that. But more importantly, fall in love with serving other people. I hope this tip finds you well, serves you well. Remember, to dream is to do. Nothing happens until something moves. And if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.